So the new Kawaki DLC released last week, and with Kawaki, there's a little bit of a problem. And it seems like you're having trouble with it, and one of my subscribers actually reached out to me about countering it, so shout out to the boy iBustSweats, man, for bringing this video to y'all today, man. But I'm gonna be showing y'all how to nerf the new Kurama Kunai that you got for your attack types, because it seems like right now, there's a little bit of an infinite combo that you can hit people with if you're using the heavy. So I'm gonna try to give y'all some things to help y'all with this, but like I said, this is all gonna come down to how y'all can actually utilize these counters, man. But if this I think you might be interested in, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, man. And let's go and hop straight into this breakdown. Okay, so we're talking about this kunai. This thing basically works just like the claws. So if you remember my claws video, make sure to go check that out, because this is basically the same thing. There are a few things that don't work with this that makes it a little bit more busted. So first, we're actually going to talk about the risky jutsu, things that work a little bit but might not fully get you out of this infinite combo. If you don't really know, the infinite combo is basically if they keep spamming the heavy at a certain point before the combo fully finishes, they can actually continue getting you in this loop and you won't be able to get out of it, because attack types have this special skill of whenever they're using their heavy, they lock your subs. Just like, you know, defense types, they're basically invulnerable when they're doing their heavy, things like that. So when we actually talk about some of the risky jutsus that might not work when countering this, the first one is going to be timing armor jutsu. So this means using things like Kurama Twin Impact or Barrier and Barrage. These things are just going to have to be with timing if you're wanting to use armor jutsu. Also Flying Raijin, because sometimes Flying Raijin actually gets locked up while you're in this infinite. Body Blow also is a little bit iffy because it depends on when you activate it if the blowback's actually going to knock them back. Snake Thrust works pretty well, but you're going to have to keep them off you, because once they get on you, Snake Thrust isn't going to help you. Icicle Swallow is very good, but this works very similar to Snake Thrust, where you're going to have to keep your distance to actually be able to use this. And also Super Weight and Boulder extremely slows down this combo, so it's not as easy for them to get you in the infinite. So now we talk about some things that are 100% counters. These things are for sure going to work for you, and they're going to help you out. The first thing is, you probably saw this from countering the claws video, standing on the wall. Fighting on the wall. If you try to bring the fight to the wall, this combo isn't going to work as well for them, and they're actually going to fall off the wall, or you will fall off the wall. So just run to the wall if you're playing against this, and it's going to make them a little bit annoyed to fight you. Also, there's certain substitutions that work well if you pair them with Sharingan. They have to be paired with Sharingan, because otherwise you're not going to be able to sub. But the Barrier and Breakthrough gives you a good chance of actually being able to break their combo and also start your own combo. Also, the Himotsu Hitasaka works pretty well from Kaguya, because this allows you to get distance and maybe even get your jutsus back, or just be able to readdress things. As far as ninja tools, the Piercing Note stops their first initial charge in, so the Piercing Note is a good tool. And also the Glimmering Flame is a good tool to use. If you're playing against somebody that's extremely aggressive and doesn't have skill, they're going to pretty much run into that Glimmering Flame. Now if you're playing somebody with skill, most of them are going to dodge the Glimmering Flame. As far as attack types, your best jutsu is going to be Sharingan. This is the only thing that's 100% counter to get you out of it. Anything else is kind of just a little bit risky. Heavenly Hand Power from the range types is actually one of the best counters for this, because it doesn't matter if they have you in the infinite. Heavenly Hand Power can be activated mid getting hit, so you can use this to easily swap places with somebody, and with the cooldown it's not too bad of a combination, especially if you have this with Icicle Swallow. Defense types actually have some of the most counters, with Boruto Stream working pretty well. Also Sukuna Hakona is going to make you pretty invulnerable whenever it comes to melee strikes, and Susanoo Armor works well, but it also depends on what the attack type is running. If they're using something that's going to break through Susanoo Armor, so even using like a Barrier and Barrage or something like that, Susanoo Armor isn't going to work well for you. And defense types can also counter pretty well just by spamming their heavy, because this is going to give them invulnerability to pretty much be able to go through an attack type's moves. And also utilizing summonings is going to help you out as well, because these are just going to allow you to break the combos without you even actually having to deal the damage. And as far for healer types, y'all have no 100% counters. But those are basically the main things that you're going to be able to use to go against this new Kurama Kunai. Let me know if this video actually helped y'all out, and remember to go check out my claws video so you can get a good view of how to actually work with these weapons. But like I said, the best thing for you is probably either going to be being on the wall, or if you have a range type, I highly recommend you use the Heavenly Hand Power and Icicle Swallow. This is going to be a good build to keep them off you, especially if you have the sorcery weapon to actually put that poison on them, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to go check out my other videos, and I'll actually pin the claw video at the end of the outro, and I'll see you on the next one, man.